that good feeling and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The string it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I hate it here.
Alpha.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That's taken in by Henderson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go deep, tight. Let's go deep, tight.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry.
I got J.J. Watt. Fletcher Cox.
Darnold on first down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's the project. Magnolia is a flower, bro. Should I take my field goal? It's the 7 1. It's too tight.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 3 now.
Yo, why my friend just hesitated for no reason?
Come up the ball. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
That's
right
what
hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You said that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Nah, beloved. What?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Don't push this nigga out of bounds. Make him use his
5 yards
timeout.
is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Seems easy to do.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go back in this goddamn Hail Mary formation.
He's checking crack.
Second and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's
they better not get this nigga a safety.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
I don't know what you and Chris was talking about, huh? Jared Goff ain't that bad, bro. You just can't be trying to throw bombs with him out there, man. Shit.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. They complete it to Hill. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I need that cap. Dot.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Last night I was on YouTube just watching videos and
they are going for it. Darnold.
And I saw 49ers versus Giants. And I got 30
He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's checking. No, lady.
I gotta get this nigga
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll find Moreau here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Give me that.
From the gun to give to Henderson.
That's what I talk about. 8-minute quarters.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
On the other side, though. Bring him on the other side.
Yo. Check 26, check 26.
No, they only one number. Shut up. Hey, Henry, you trading DeForest Buckner, bro? One of them got to go. Oh, they won't even let me motion all the way over there? What? Send DeForest to Oakland, bro. Why the fuck would he stop right there?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck my play ain't come across the damn. Boy, I got 2 plays.
Let's go one more. Slam. Check. First to the ball.
Hey, Jeremy, bro.
Finding room to the 20.
That'll be a gain of 16. I turned up the Super Bowl. I was like, all right, son, we'll go back.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile.
I thought they still had 2 more episodes. This is the last episode, bro.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 more. I don't know if that's the season finale this Sunday. I mean, seriously.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
I am 12 for 12, 233, and 3 touchdowns. Facts. I was having that same stat. I was having that same stat line. I didn't know what the hell you were saying.
A long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the safety creep. Under 10. 10.
I had that same stat line with Felipe against you, though. I'm confused.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I had the 49ers
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
You gave up 1,000 passing yards. You gave them like 6K rushing.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
Every time I play you, I always got like 200 team rushing yards. You ain't got no defense. Shit trash.
Check 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
He messed up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they?
I think when I had Jaguars, I won 1 game. I made 12 both years. I only won 1 game.
Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
No. I think I beat him 1 year and lost the next one.
The pass at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
That shit made me so mad, bro. I love that Jaguars.
No longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Nigga talking to a computer. Somebody talking to me.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out.
Nigga talk to the Arabs first.
What? Too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yeah, he's the one who deleted it. Because her gave him full powers.
Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Jacobs.
Damn, Jacobs set that nigga down.
He'll be
Shit.
stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup, but
yeah, man, look at the play, bro.
Gives him a 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
Come on, but he gonna block that man into the path that I'm running?
But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Three wide receivers. I think wrong defense, bro.
Check. Motion out in the backfield. Motion out in the backfield.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What you call it saying? Some
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They were supposed to play last night. That's 2 days ago.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the